Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Stinson Farms. Hey, today is Tuesday, June the 18th, 2024, and we are on our last leg. We got 33 acres of beans left. We got rained out yesterday afternoon. Come a decent little shower, but not enough to stop us this morning. The ground's a little damp on top, but it's dry right underneath. As long as it don't stick to our wheels, or gauge wheels and stuff, we're gonna go ahead and start. And even if it does, I think it'll be all right here shortly, but it's fairly dry. It's just a little right on top, so I think we'll be all right. But yeah, we had a good shower of rain yesterday. If you've seen the video, we just got done with that field. Wilbur actually finished it while it was raining, and I come over here and I was going to wait it out, and it just rained too much. I tried a little bit and it was sticking to the wheels, and I thought I'd just wait and let it dry overnight, and we'll hit it again this morning. If we have good luck, we should get finished today. Hopefully we will. The weather forecast today is just a mirror of the last 2 days. It's going to be hot. Sometime mid-afternoon there's a chance of thunderstorms, and we've got a little shower the last 2 days, and not enough to keep us from going the next day, but it did pop up a thunderstorm, so they're calling for the same thing today. We'll see what happens. Maybe by then we can pretty well have it wrapped up, but we're gonna get started and see if we can get some seed in the ground and get this job finished up. Well, we got our planter loaded up. The seed boxes are full. We're going to start with the end rows, going all the way around this 32 acre lot, and we'll put 24 rows in on the end, and then we'll start up on top of the hill and come this way. It doesn't really matter so much about end rows with soybeans, of course, like it does with corn. You don't have to have room to turn with your combine necessarily, but what I do have to have room to turn with is my tractor. So to get lined back up with my rows when I turn around with this 4-row planter, I need about 24 rows at the end of the field, so I can keep my rows good and straight. They're lined up. They're not going to be straight. Get back in line with them. It's cloudy this morning. It's done been sprinkling, but I think all that's going to burn off. I don't think we're in danger of any rain right away. Midday to mid-afternoon, probably at earliest, and it's not a big chance then, but it's the same forecast we've had the last 2 days. We've got a little bit of rain the last 2 days. It's been a tough spring for everybody, and I'm not going to complain. I did have to replant some corn. I've had a hard time getting in the field. By the time I'd get in the field and get started, it'd rain. We'd be out for 2 or 3 days, sometimes a week at a time, because it would rain for a week. And it's been one of the wettest springs that I can remember in a long time. Probably have to go back into the 90s for me personally, that I can remember, having a spring as wet as this one. The river bottoms there by home, I think they flooded 3 separate times in April, May, and June. And I know some of my neighbors there that actually hadn't planted the river bottoms yet, and hadn't been able to get in on it. Some of the creek bottoms there close by, I know a lot of those have been planted twice, some of it 3 times. rain's over with. The forecast is looking good. It dries up enough. You can get in and do some no-tilling, and then here comes the rain again. And it was just horrible. And I hate it for those guys. And I'm sure they're insured, and I'm sure they're being taken care of through the insurance, like the insurance should. But it's still a lot of work and a lot of time, and it's a lot of frustration. And I get it, because I've been there. We're a lot later getting the crops in the ground than what I would like. But if I had planted early with the rain we got, with the ground I have, I'd have probably replanted most of it anyway. So it's probably best that I just didn't get anything in the ground no more than I did. And what I did get in the ground, I did have to replant it. So we'll hit a little bit of a rough spot every once in a while, because when I worked this ground the last time, there were still some wet spots that didn't work up real good when I went through it. But I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait on the whole farm for those little spots to dry. Not this time of year. Altogether, since it dried up, now some of the tillage I had, I didn't do all the tillage that I would have had to done in this time period, but we're going to wind up, if we have good luck to get finished today, we're going to wind up planting 150 acres, and that's with doing at least one pass of tillage on that, as well as planting the entire 150 acres in 6 days. And I know for some people out there, they may think, you know, they're planting 200-300 acres a day. I get that, but I don't have that equipment. And get to the end and get my blender up. I don't have that equipment, and I've also had a breakdown or two. Nothing major, but it takes a little time to work on at the very best. I'm tickled with 6 days. I hate that it's mid-June that those 6 days hit.
Because I'm on a farm when I grow up, and I know I'm not going to like this. I'm not going to like when I drop the camera and I have to do something that takes a while to get all that stuff to work. And then exactly the same spot where I want it.
Well, you don't have to have the camera.
Ow.
What'd you do to your thumb, baby? Well, don't stick it in there.
No, it's not. It is in its shell. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Well, you still have to take that off of there, right?
Oh, where?
Yeah, where you
fell?
drop.
Yeah, I have to edit it, yeah.
It takes just a little while.
I need that back.
Yes. Hey, what do you want some?
But if I wasn't having to pay attention to what I'm doing, I'd probably get sleepy too.
I remember when I drove the tractor when we were playing rook. You remember?
When you done what?
You remember about last year when we planted? I drove the tractor while we were planting, and I know how to plant. So every row, you put your tire on that line.
Yes.
And then you make some more over there.
That's what the marker's for, right?
Yeah, that was the marker's for. So it's for your tire, and it's for the thing that cuts it, and then it plants holes in there. So it's both things.
Well, what all the markers do is showing me where to drive, so I keep my rows lined up in the distance right.
And if it was all swirly, it'll be hard to pick because you have to do that one and then you have to go left. So that one is four, right?
Well, it's just solely to let me know where I need to drive.
Yeah.
That's all the markers for.
And it makes more rows for plant corn.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, it looks like it's making a road, but the planter itself's making its own roads. It's not actually planting where the marker's at, because that's where I'm driving.
Yeah, thank God he had a baseball game today. Hey, baseball's over. And then
It's over until fall. Like, let me have your water.
it's stuck. That's flowing.
We're rolling.
You ever use your turn signal?
I do when I'm on the road. I don't have to use it here in the field. You want to drive, Tate?
No. What if there's a lot of tractors out here?
Well, I hope there's not a lot of tractors in the field. We got to use turn signals.
Well, there's a tractor coming out, we got to do that. So I'm behind me to get out. A giant field will take 12 tractors to get it done in one day.
It depends on how big the field is.
Yeah, like a giant field, it'll take 12 tractors to get it done in one day. Like a plant, get it done.
Well, I've lost my job. Got a new tractor operator. I'll get my rows crooked. Well, my help went home. I'm back at it by myself. We like just a little bit here in this corner. And we like another 8 acres. It's a 10-acre field. I've got some of it done. We like about another 8 acres of it. And we'll have plenty wrapped up. If we don't get rained out. It doesn't, well, it hasn't rained yet. It's looked like it a couple of times. It's clouding up a little bit again, just like it did yesterday. So maybe we can get that field knocked out up there before we get it showered. I'm down to my last 3 bags of seed. My boxes are just about empty. And I've probably got 4 acres left in this 5-acre field. Or a 10-acre field, I'm sorry. Possibly a little more than 4. I think I'm well over half done with it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough or not. We'll see. I've probably got 4 bags worth in there. Probably like a little over 4 acres, but I slowed the speed down a little bit on the planter. We'll see if we make it. I hate to get 1 bag of seed, but if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. But I hope I can get over it. I don't know. She's mighty low. Yeah, that one's even lower. But it still got seed in it. Yep. Oh, that one's got a little bit. Well, I like about 16 rows. I'm out of seed. So I'll grab a bag tomorrow and finish this up. I was sure wanting to get done. I'm gonna call it done as far as planting season. I gotta come back over and finish a few little rows up, but we're gonna call that good and say that it is done, or at least we're done other than just that little bit. And it's been a good week. We had some problems with the planter, some minor things, and with the 4430 with the alternator going out, but all in all it went well, and we had a good week. Once it did get dry, it took about 6 days to get everything gone over and planted and tilled and planted, so it done pretty good. So I'm gonna call that a win. The replant corn is up. I'm gonna walk over it right now. What I've been over looks like it's got an excellent stand. I'm gonna walk over where I hadn't been and see what it looks like, and should have corn starting to come up on our place, and the beans be another 2 or 3 days yet before any of them comes up, but we're good and happy to get it this far and happy to have the weather to get it done. Well guys, I sure thank you for hanging around, for watching the video and supporting our channel. And I hope the rest of the year is a little easier than what this spring's been. I hope that's the fall is not a mirror of it, and I hope that for everybody, because I know it's been rough on a lot of farmers, a lot more than me. And I hope that everything goes well with their crop, and I hope the yields are good and the prices are good. And they need to come back up a little bit, but we don't really have any control over that. But I hope they will rebound a little. But we'll see what it does in the days to come. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And as always, we'll see you next time.